There was a very interesting commentary from JP Morgan yesterday about retail inflows on pace to be 6 times as large as they were last year into index funds and ETFs. And I would caution the market in terms of, can you have your cake and eat it too? You know, my daughter asked for pudding and cake last night, and you have to balance that out. So the question from a policy standpoint is the market pricing in all the good things that the Trump administration is talking about, and not focusing on how are you going to pay for that, or what kind of trade issues may result from some of those policies?
Wow, okay, I didn't realize your daughter was in on this too, pudding and cake. I mean, wow, you want it both ways. You can have your pudding and cake and eat them both too. So, John, what about, okay, you know, you said it's nice that we, you know, after the political upheaval, it's nice to be positive in the markets. At a certain point, the markets become introspective and then take a look at themselves and what am I doing here? I mean, what am I acting like? Am I getting beyond the realm of reasonable valuations? And they start crunching a few numbers and saying, how am I doing forward? How am I doing historic and all that? And what is it going to tell itself when it stares itself in the mirror?
Well, I think when you look at it, you see the trailing multiple on the S&P 500, you know, close to 20. Forward multiple in the, you know, mid to high 17 range. You do have to step back and say, you know, what will we have to see from a growth perspective or from a policy perspective to justify those valuations? And I think they are of issue. That being said, you know, we're not in a total bubble-like market, but we are in a market that has high expectations. And I think these flows that come in are kind of a new nuance to the overall market. You know, I lived through the dot-com bubble. I lived through the financial crisis. And what we see now that's a little bit different is just these massive flows. So you have this ebullient move in the US, and it extends all the way to Asia, and it extends all the way to Europe. And you say there's got to be some winners and some losers in this, and yet the market is pricing everything upwards.